All right, we got another correctional officer video for my corrections family. Man, I'm just getting done at the gym. Hey, I worked out at the prison gym today. So if you coming into corrections, that's a perk too of being a correctional officer. Your facility that you work at, they may have a gym, and the gym, like where I'm at my prison, is 24 hours. You could bring your family and your friends. You know, I live 10 minutes away from the prison. I got another gym that I mostly go to, but I like to go to the gym at my job just because there don't hardly be anybody in there. So I'll switch it up every now and then. But that's a good perk to look into, man. See if your facility, they got a fitness center for the staff and their family, man. Take advantage of it. But we got a topic that I want to talk about, you know, when it comes to corrections, you know, especially my new rookie officers coming in the door. You know, what to do when the inmates play games and they try to get over on you. You know, that's one of the things that you are going to have to deal with your first day working in the unit, man. The first day you get in there, man, they're going to be trying games. They're going to be trying to get over on you. And you got to understand this, you know, when you new, you know, they're going to be testing your temperature. They're going to be seeing what they can get over on you. They're going to be coming in the office constantly, you know, especially if you're a female officer, you know, trying to get FaceTime, trying to ask you questions, trying to acquire information, wanting you to call around to different like departments, education, medical, you know, just to be having you call. Sometimes they don't even be wanting nothing, man. A lot of times they might come in there to get a roll of tissue. If you're a female officer, they just want to see, they just want to be in your face. You know, you got to cut that out, and you know, you got to know how to determine if they plan or if they actually need something. You know, even me, you know, this is the thing, right? The prison that I work at, FCC Butner, it's a complex, right? So we have 4 prisons in total, and we have 1 camp. So they're all under the same complex, but they run separate of each other. They're independent of each other. So you got where I'm at, the medical center. Then you got the camp. That's like a couple minutes away around the corner. As soon as you turn out on the main road, the camp is right there. The medium security prison is up the hill. You got to drive up the hill. Then you got the other medium security prison. You got to pass the camp, turn in right there. That's the medium security. And then across the way from the medium is the low security. So when I do my overtime, I like to go to different institutions. I like to change it up, be in a different prison. So if I'm to go to another prison, them inmates over there, they might not have seen me before. And they may think that I'm a rookie officer. I just started. The whole time they don't know that I've been working for the BOP for 12 years. I just work across the street at the medical center. So I know corrections. I know the games that inmates play. I'm not no rookie. I'm a veteran officer. So they even gonna try me sometimes. You know, they might see a new face and they think I just started or something. They be like, damn, did you just start, man? How you liking it so far? And I start telling them, oh, nah, I worked at another federal prison in West Virginia. I've been here at Butner, 10 years. I worked at county jail before that. Oh, okay, you've been in a while. So, you know they not finna run no game on me. You know, this is the next thing, man. You got to remember this too. You know, most of these inmates, they know the policy and procedure better than we do. They know our job better than us as correctional officers. You know, some of these inmates, man, they've been doing time 20, 30 years. You know, and as a rookie officer, you coming in fresh out of college or high school, they probably been doing time longer than you've been alive. So they know how the game goes. You know, they know what buttons to push. They know how to navigate. They know that policy and procedure. So always know your policy and procedure. Always know what they can and can't have. Never deny them anything like medical treatment, the right to practice their religion, stuff like that is a big no-no. But when you know that policy and procedure, it makes your job a whole lot easier, man, because they're not going to try to play as many games on you. But when you know what they can and what they can't have, what they're supposed to do and what they're not supposed to do. This is the next thing, man. Don't never fall for that. This is how we always do it, man. That's one of the things, man, the inmates always say to a correctional officer, man, this is how we always do it. Or such and such, they always let us do it this way. Nah, we ain't doing it like that way. When I'm here, I'm in charge of the unit right now. You know, if I don't want them to do that, you know, if I'm unsure, I always call and verify if they're supposed to do that. You know, like I said, you're a rookie officer and you don't know, call one of your co-workers that's working in another unit, call the lieutenant, the sergeant, and inquire. Are they supposed to do this, man? That way you don't set yourself up and put yourself in the bind or in a situation where you done something for the inmates and they're not supposed to be doing that. For example, you know, some of the inmates, they like to be like, they act like they trying to clean up the unit after you start locking down everybody. They want to stay out 10, 15 minutes after that, and you about to count. And I gotta let these inmates know when they do that, man. Y'all gotta hurry up, man. We about to count. You don't want to run into a situation where your partner, co-worker coming on the unit and he's ready to count. He's expecting everybody to be locked down. You still got inmates running all over the unit, man, cleaning up, trying to get ice and water. Shut that shit down, man. Nah, we ain't doing it like that, man. Y'all start 10 minutes. Y'all know count and lockdown is at 9:30 p.m. So if y'all know that, y'all need to start 10 minutes before, man. You ain't about to be out 10, 15, 20 minutes, this and that, man. Nah, we ain't finna have all these damn inmates all over the place. Let's lock it down. Let's get this count out the way. If it's the daytime, y'all only gonna be locked down for like 45 minutes to an hour till y'all come back out. They know this shit, man. I'm like, sometimes when the inmates try to get over on you and they try to play dumb, you gotta be like, bro, how long have you been here? Sometimes I ask them this. How long have you been here? How long have you been locked up, man? And when they tell me they've been doing time 5, 10, 15, I'm like, bro, you know how this go. You know how the routine goes every day. You know where you're supposed to be. You know what time count is. You know all of this, man. So why you playing like you brand new, like you green, like you just started doing a bid? This your first time ever being in prison. Now, if it's their first sentence, stuff like that, they getting acclimated, I give them a little pass. But these hardened convicts that's been in a while, they know how the game goes, man. Nah, you ain't got nothing coming from me, man. This is the next thing, man. You got to learn how to check your ego at that door, man. Don't think you ever know everything, and don't think that the inmates can't tell you, when you're wrong. Sometimes, man, there are some instances, man, when the inmates, they are actually looking out for you. Sometimes, I'm working a unit, or I might be working at the prison, and some situation comes up, an inmate asks me something, and sometimes I ask them, like, how y'all usually do it, man? And they tell me how they usually do it, and I make a determination in my mind if I think like that's legit or if I think that's bullshit. If I think it's BS, I'll call somebody and verify. But if I think, okay, that's legit right there, that ain't, breaking any kind of infraction, it's not a security breach, something like that, you got to use that officer discretion. Some of the inmates, man, they are helpful. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Not every inmate that you see is trying to manipulate, trying to get over on you. Like I said in some of my other videos, a lot of these inmates, they just trying to do their time and go home, follow the rules, not get any trouble. So you do have some helpful inmates. Watch it though. Some that act like they too helpful because they might be trying to set you up later on down the line to try to possibly compromise you. So you got to know, and you got to stay on point now. Don't get too friendly. Don't get too soft around them. There may be your orderly that comes in and cleans your office. They always say something like, I'm the head orderly of the unit. If you need anything or you need something done, let me know. You need supplies for the office, just let me know. I talk to the council. You got to stay on top of that too. Now, don't get complacent. Don't get lackadaisical. I don't want you to do that, man. And this is the thing too. Sometimes in corrections, when the inmates playing games, they trying to, get over on you. Sometimes you got to make an example of them, man. You got to set the tone. If you working on a new unit, man, sometimes you may have to just gather all the inmates up in the middle of the unit and have a town hall meeting. You feel me? Like, yo, this is what I expect. We not finna do this, man. The stuff that y'all been having going on, we finna tighten this ship up. We finna clean this shit up, man. Y'all got to get in line. Y'all got to follow the rules, man. You get inmates, they trying to blatantly disrespect you in front of the other inmates. You got to address that right now. You can't tolerate disrespect. You can't allow them to disrespect you in front of other inmates, man, and get away with it. You have to address that. You have to have a backbone. You can't just dismiss that. Nah, you the correctional officer, man. You the one in charge of the unit, man. So if that means you got to call them out when they bullshit, you got to address it head on. Sometimes the best thing to do too is not to address them in front of their friends. They got their friends, they gang, they car. So that's going to make them turn up even more. And they're going to try to get even more bold and audacious when they got an audience. Sometimes you got to pull them to the side one-on-one, call them, tell them come to the office and have a one-on-one, heart-to-heart talk with them and explain what's going through your head, man. Why you don't like how they're acting and the decisions that they're making, and they know that they in the wrong. Sometimes you could do stuff like, you got a problematic inmate, right? And he don't want to get in line. He causing you problem. Okay, bet. You find out where his cell is. And if he got cells next door to it, You don't search his cell. This is what we gonna do. You start searching the cells next door to him, man. So he got there's a room next to his cell and a room on the other side. I'm gonna start hitting them cells, man. And then the inmates in them cells, they start coming up to me and they asking, why y'all keep searching? Why you keep searching my cell every day? Hey, won't you ask such and such up there, man, why I keep searching your cell, man? He's not in line. He's not following the rules. He's doing this and that, man. You feel me? And I bet you they're going to have some word. They'll say something to him and he's going to fall in line, you know. Sometimes when you work in these high security penitentiaries and it's a lot of gang activity, a lot of prison politics, you know, some prisons, it's more gang politics and prison politics than others. So sometimes, you know, you're going to have the gang leaders in the prison. Sometimes you may have to go holler at them, man, and be like, yo, you know, such and such in your gang, I already know what y'all do. I know y'all are a gang. It's already been established. But such and such right here, he in your gang, you are over him. You might need to go say something to him, man. You might need to get him in line, you know, because he's making wrong decisions. He's not following the rules, you know, and a lot of times they get them in order, you know. They get them right. They get them straightened out, man. You know, they know if you in that type of environment as a gang member, you gotta be in line and in tune with what the car and what the gang is on. You know, a lot of times they don't like to draw attention to themselves. They don't like for the CO to be all up in their stuff. So you start busting their heads, start searching their cells, hitting them harder, stuff like that, man, calling them out and stuff, man. I bet you they get in line, man. This is the next thing, man, I'm gonna leave y'all with. When it comes to the inmates getting over on you, trying to test you, trying to play games, you know, understand that you're not going to be perfect in the beginning, but as you keep working and as you keep going along your career, you're going to get better and better at it, man. The thing that's going to help you the most is knowing the policy and the procedure and just observing and looking. All you got to do a lot of times in correction is mostly just observing, seeing, watching what's going on. And you will see what's going on. They're going to try to play all these games and they're going to do it right in front of your face. A lot of times I just be sitting back. I'm like, all right, bet. I see what he on. Okay, he over here trying to get over on me, bet, man. And I'll be sneaky sometimes, man. I'll creep up on them. They won't hear me come. Or I'll go hit them randomly, hit they cell random, shit like that, man. You going to know all the little games, all the little tricks they trying to get through over on you, man, in due time. So just stay patient. Don't think and expect that you're going to know everything out the gate, man. Take your time. You know, keep working on the unit. Don't get discouraged when they get over on you or when they beat you, you know, for a tray or they you know, stuff like that, man. It's a part of the game. You know, no matter how much time you got in as a correctional officer, you can have 20, 25 years in and still make a mistake, man. That's part of the game. Y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel at the Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok at the Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got merchandise for sale on my website. This is one of my hoodies right here. Cut the fluff, keep the hustle. I got a lot of gym, fitness related, motivational quotes and merch on my website. So tap in with me. Y'all got any input, thoughts, comments on this video? Make sure you drop a comment. I'll be sure to get back with you as soon as I can. Y'all know how we coming. Let's get motivated.